why did I forget Cancer? How could I forget you, Cancer? You know what I mean? How could I forget you? It's not what it's all about. So, yeah, month of October, interesting time, a lot of transition, realization of how life can be for you, for everybody, basically, in a new world of respect between people, and how you can manifest it. Let me just bring up your Astroflower so I can just have a good look at your elements. Yeah, it may be a very emotional time, mentally emotional time, as changes are happening all around you. It's going to change your plans, therefore you're going to be really attentive to the changing world around you. And that may drive a little bit of the mental aspects of the emotions that come in within your life, within everybody's life, you know. And that could sort of play out a little bit sort of stronger. There is a case where you're sort of, you feel like almost like that you're consuming yourself in a way, or the world is consuming you a little bit. You might feel like you've been pulled a little bit to pillar to post, and because it's difficult for a crab to move forward. They tend to move sideways. So it could be a little bit stress and strain from the outside world. Here's your relationship side, your money side, overall energies and the karmic message. Let's just go in to see what's happening on the overall energies here. Wait for the storm to pass. Hunker down. That's what it seems like. Well, the King of Wands, a real leader. And maybe this is a way to lead. To sort of saying, don't react too quickly to things. Having a little bit of calm and tranquility, as it were. Yeah, a little bit like Taurus, I guess, or a little bit like Aries, like keep calm and carry on. You are a cardinal after all, and you do have Libra coming into you here, which tries a bit your Earth sort of side here. But I think here is where, if you can stay calm and stay focused on where you're going, I would just almost like sort of like have blinkered visions and as you go forward. Okay, let's just see what's going on the relationship side and your karmic message for this month. Enjoy, but don't let go. No, what's that? I've got a phrase coming into my mind where it's like sort of like, have fun, but don't lose sight of tomorrow. So basically, it's like going out for an evening and having a drink, but not having a bottle. It's being a little bit moderate, basically, within your relationships. Yeah, seeing things, you're going to have to see things in a different way, and a lot of people have been having this. Just get a different point of view of the world around you. As you do get that different point of view, you're going to be able to sort of reposition yourself, and I think that's going to come in more in these 2 months, these 2 weeks here. Let's just see what's going on. Yeah, so your relationships in the first 2 weeks, there's a lot of organisation to be done. In the third week, it seems to be a lot calmer, a little bit more sort of in place, and then in the fourth week, there's that change coming in that most people will be experiencing. So let's just go for the first week here. Yeah, it's sorting the chaff from the wheat. So yeah, maybe you're gonna have to walk away from certain things. If the world's in a changing world, people are acting a little bit strange, and I wouldn't get involved with them if I was you. Seeing that, understanding that it's okay to just walk away, just sort of saying, not really my bag, that I'm moving on. Let's just see what's going on in the second week. It's almost as if like the waters have gone down, and as the tide goes down, you're going to see those rocks, those friends, those family, those the community members that you can count on, basically. Ending of the choices, sorting that chaff from that wheat, and the ending of procrastination, basically. Maybe a few decisions to be made at this point, but there is also, with the Seven of Cups, it is realizing the evident path, realizing where you should be going forward and how you should be going forward, and just following that evident path. This could be this whole idea of walking away from people, kind of saying, this is not my bag, that is my bag, and I'm walking towards it, sort of scenario. It's nothing personal. It's, that's how the attitude that you should have, and I think it's seeing that differently there. Let's just see what's going on the third week here. Yeah, it's like crossing. It's like a green pastures new. That's what it seems like here. Green pastures new. Yeah, the devil's coming in there, Capricorn sign, so that's a good thing for you, because they've got all the opposite energies. You're almost going to feel like the world is providing a lot of things for you, providing a lot of choices as well, a lot of possibilities, and keeping concentrated on that that evident path, I think, is going to be really important for you. Do not get caught up in extremes. This is a moment for you to just pause and just realize how good the grass is, how green the grass is on your side, okay, and how good you are, really. I think this is a case of here where you can really, pattern it up a bit. You can really feel like empowerment. Let's just see how it's going on the financial sort of front. If you've put too many eggs in one basket, you may come out a bit of a loser here. I think this is gonna you tend to diverse very well, actually, Cancer, within the financial world, and I think this is a good moment to sort of start seeing. I think it's basically sort of saying, see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah, this is similar to this as well. Walking away from things that are just causing you headache. Not getting involved in things that are just not worth your while. In that changing world that is around us, it's very emotionally driven. We're not sure of what is true and what is not true in the outside world. So there's a lot of dust that needs to settle here. And I wouldn't get involved in conflicts or competition in a way. I would just kind of just realize the things that are bringing it in. Just keep concentrating on that. Let's just see what's going on in the first week here, because I think this is where it plays mainly in the base, the foundation of that. There's so much going on around it. It's like, as the tides are coming in, it's almost as if like the crab is just sort of like, you got nestled down into that sand and just hunker down and just wait for those waves to go over, waves to go through. Yeah, being strong. This is it. Just sort of like hunkering down, playing to your strengths, working to the parts of your business or your job or your employment or your projects that actually work for you, that do provide the things that you absolutely need. So yeah, I think here is where you've got to be strong. You've got to hold on. You've got to hold on tight. Let's just see what's going on the second week here. This is where you can start looking around. Yeah, I think as we were talking in the collective reading, it's where respect comes in, and I think you're going to enjoy this. It's marrying those two sides of life, or financial aspects of life, and it's going to make you feel that there is a certain degree of respect. It's almost like projects, like collective projects rather than individual projects. I think you're going to get really into the collective project. That seems to just want to come out. Yeah, I think that's what's going to provide you with the most success, and you're going to feel a lot more secure within your life if you get into collective projects rather than individual projects. Let's just see what's going on the third week. There is this opening up of possibilities. comes from a clarification on your relationship side. There's no doubt about it. I think that allows you to concentrate a little bit more on your job or your finances. But there's possibilities. It could be a possibilities of a promotion, or opening another part of your business, or a growth in a business, or starting a new project and stuff like that. Yeah, I think this is where the possibilities there. You're going to start realizing you're not so stuck. And I think this is what this hunkering down has been here, and being strong and realizing that you could work with other people, that could be very good thing for you. And in the third week is almost as like kind of going, I'm freeing up. That's what it seems like to me here. There may be certain aspects of your job or your business or your projects that you've been doing in the past, which you do need to sort of, let go of, basically, to free yourself up for this going forward, and then working in a company, within collective respect. That was the that was the Page of Cups, sorry. So yeah, dreaming a little bit, maybe, allowing yourself to, realize that things could be, there is good possibilities in this world. Let's just see what's going on at the end of October, going into the beginning of November. This is where we go for the transition between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. You're going to have to make a decision at that point. You're going to have to get involved. You can't procrastinate. You can't. And I think this is where, as it frees you up, it's going to make you feel a little bit nervous, a little bit sort of like there's a movement going on. And yeah, I think you should go with the flow, basically. Go with the flow in that moment there. Yeah, the Page of Wands, very childlike, very enthusiastic. Get into that. It's going to lead on to the King of Wands, because you've got the Page of Wands at the base there, and it's gonna put you in a position where your enthusiasm or your passion for what you're doing in life, and this could be also to do with your relationship side as much as your business side here. It's a real crossing point, a real conversion of ideas, and it's going to make you stand out, head and shoulders above the rest in a way. It's going to push you out in front, and you're going to feel like you're in front of the curve. It's going to give you a lot more freedom, a lot more choice, a lot more personal satisfaction, I think. Okay, so there you go, Cancer. You have your weekly readings coming out on the Friday. We will be doing some more different readings with the Astroflower, and going a little bit more into the Astroflower in regards to its elements, qualities, and that sort of thing. That'll be coming out on the Tuesday night. Astroflower in a little bit more depth, as it were. But yeah, if you haven't seen the collective reading, go and have a look. It's well worth it, I think. Well worth it. In the meantime, Cancer, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.